Hello there guys, and welcome back to the Electro swing dance tutorials. So in this one I'm going to start talking about the Charleston shuffle. So I'm going to actually do a few videos to cover this because there's quite a few variations you can do with this. But in this video I'm going to start with the basic one, the one that you're pretty much going to start with, the very basic step. So this is how it looks. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it, okay? So there's two movements to do. So first one is moving your feet like this, okay? So what we can do is place both feet together, right? So one slide, you do slightly behind the other, and we twist them, okay? So twist the heel inwards. So we're actually pivoting on the ball of our foot, with the ball of our foot and the toes sort of combined. So that's where we're pivoting. We're placing our weight on the frontal parts of the feet, and the back part they're gonna actually like twist around inwards and outwards, okay? So in this kind of motion, and try to do it at the same time. So that's the first exercise, to try it at the same time, and then you just place your feet differently. So try the other foot at the front, make sure you get comfortable with that, because that's the motion that's pretty much we're going to be doing for this movement. Now the next one is try to do this. So what we're doing is, without actually doing anything with the foot that we're resting on, so just rest on one foot and then just move the other one in this kind of motion. So place it like that and like that. Make sure the heel is pointing inwards in the other direction, okay? And then try to do with the other foot as well. So try like this, and then you're pretty much combining it. And it might sound easy, but it's actually pretty tricky to combine both of the motions, because what happens is your muscles, especially on the foot that you're actually leaning on, it actually starts to hurt a lot. So over time, you actually will develop those muscles, and it's actually gonna feel much easier. But in the beginning, it's gonna be pretty hard. So this is the motion that we do, okay? So as we move one of the feet backwards or forwards, we're actually twisting it, so the heel starts pointing in the opposite direction. Then as we move it past the leaning foot, the heel starts pointing to the side where it's on, and then it's going to point back to the other side again, okay? So this is just to show you the view from the top, how it looks, okay? So like this, if you see the feet, the heel is changing where it's facing. So this is how it looks when you combine it, okay? And at any point, you can actually change. So if you're just moving that foot, then you can move the other foot, because they end up in the same position, if you notice. So you can move them in any way that you want. So let's just do recap again. So these are the muscles that are going to be around these parts. These muscles are going to be really hurting in the beginning. So let's just recap. So first start just this motion, okay? Make sure you're leaning on your toes, and just try this motion with the heels, okay? If you bend your knees slightly, it'll be easier. So don't like stand completely, don't lock your knees, don't stand completely tall. So just bend your knees slightly to make this kind of pivoting easy. Okay, so once you've done that, then try this motion where you moving your foot, and then combine them. So when you're doing this motion, when you combine them, the foot that you're actually leaning on, that's actually twisting as well. So if you actually pay attention, it's twisting. Yeah. So start slowly, and then over time build it up. So don't go fast straight away, because it's going to be quite hard, and especially it's going to be very painful on your leg muscles, because legs are not used to this kind of twisting motion, you know. And yeah, that's about it. If you find it really hard, try to have both of your feet actually leaning on the ground. So when you're moving one of your feet, you can place it like on the ground next to the other one, and then place it back. and then again place it on the ground next to the other one, and then place it forward. So that way you can actually just get into the motion, and then once you feel more comfortable with it, then you can keep that foot airborne as it's moving. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, and if you have any comments, just leave a comment under the video, and in the next tutorial we're gonna cover a variation of this move. See you later, bye bye.